Okay, so what are the change makers and how did the program begin?
Well, the program started 3 years ago, and at the Sacramento Bee, we really wanted to focus on spotlighting people who are creating positive change in the community. And we wanted to um, honor
Yeah.
diverse leaders, focus on communities that really have been underserved and underrepresented in the past. And those goals align perfectly with what Nehemiah Leaders Program does. And so we partnered with Nehemiah and created this program 3 years ago.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I love hearing that we're putting a spotlight on the change makers in our community. So how many change makers have you recognized and how do you even select them?
Oh gosh, it's definitely a process. But luckily, everything's about community. So the nominations come in from the community, and we select 20 change makers from each category. So that's AAPI, Latino, and Black change makers. And then a panel has to painstakingly go through each of the applications to select 20 in each category.
Oh my gosh, tough job there.
Tough
Glad
job.
I don't have to do it. Okay, but can you give us a glimpse of what type of work do the different change makers do as well?
They do so many different types of work, and they are entrepreneurs who've launched their own businesses. They're in the nonprofit sector. They work for the government. We've honored artists. We've honored people in the medical field. We've honored educators. Each one is doing something different, but creating positive change in their own space.
Yeah, and let's talk about the importance of celebrating these change makers and how you're doing just that.
Oh, we decided that bridging and community was the best way. And though they're being celebrated in different categories, what's better than coming together and having what we call our unity celebration? So we are bringing them together for a dinner to honor them, for conversation, and just having the opportunity to say, these are the amazing things that are happening in the community.
So can you give us the when and where of when the celebration is taking place?
Absolutely. It's happening April 4th at the Sacramento State Ballroom, and it's from 5 to 8, and it is such an inspiring evening. It's one of my favorite nights of the year, so tickets are available. Please come.
I mean, I know we had you two on last year to talk about the event.
Yes.
I mean, what's been the response from the community when they get to meet these change makers and the change makers themselves getting the spotlight on themselves for once?
It's such positivity.
Yeah.
There's so much fun in celebrating differences, and each change maker has the opportunity to spotlight their work and for all of us to let them know how much they've impacted our everyday lives.
Yeah, and then tell us a little bit about your work and your organizations that you two are associated with.
Yes, the Nehemiah Leaders Program. We are famous for our NELT program, or Nehemiah Emerging Leaders.
Yeah.
We are a 10-month leadership program that is celebrating 15 years of leadership. We currently are looking for our next cohort for our program. And so if anybody's interested and knows an emerging leader, then come to our website, nehemiahleaders.com, and learn more about the program and the opportunity.
Yeah, I love that. And if their visions align, maybe the next cohort.
Maybe in the next cohort.
And the Sacramento Bee, of course, is a news organization. We've been in Sacramento since 1857, and the Equity Lab is a really important part of our newsroom. It's focused on elevating these stories of representation and accountability and telling stories of both positive change and also stories about issues related to equity. And so this is a project from the Equity Lab, and the Sacramento Bee is just really proud to be part of it.
Wow, 1857, that's a long time. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you, Desiree.
Of course, and to our viewers, you can get your tickets and learn more about the work they're doing by heading to nehemiahleaders.com.